Love this shit. Go. Come on. There we go. More beautiful ice. So, meanwhile, hope everybody's having a great winter so far. Despite, all the craziness that we've had with pandemics, schools, sports, shutdowns, political upheavals, etc. This right here is actually basically a direct symbol that the only thing that really matters is how you respond and what you choose to do and what you decide to put yourself through. So, I love the cold, partially because it also makes you feel like it's alive. There are physiological benefits afterwards, but because I see it as a non-negotiable way to do something uncomfortable, which in turn makes me better at doing uncomfortable things and making sure that I stay focused for the hard things. I'm actually surprisingly too warm right now still, so I'm going to put these in here. That'll get it done. Yeah, so one of the big things I see a lot of people out there, whether it's New Year's, and I've been seeing a lot of this lately, actually, is people forget that in order to really get something they want, they can't just rely on someone else. They can't just rely on, whether it's politics or if you're an athlete, you can't just rely only on a coach. You can't rely on, say, a governing body or a sports body. You have to just do the most of what you can, do everything that you can in the things you can control. And you cannot just commit part-time and expect those full-time results. Part-time commitment is huge. Like, you have to stick with the long-term and stay repetitive, stay focused. Again, treat the steps that are going to get you better at those main things that you're looking for, like your main goals. Like, what are your dreams? What are your goals? What are the actual things you need to do to get there, and make those non-negotiable. You have to get those done. You can't just wait until it feels right. You can't just do it for like a few weeks or a couple of months. You can't just do like a quick training program or a quick camp before the season. You need to continue to to put in the work every single day, to do the important high priority steps every single day. And from there, you will finally succeed in achieving your goal. Plus, when you truly understand that process of non-negotiables, when you really understand how to get there, like how to do it every single day, it starts to change not just your physiology, but your psychology. And not only do you get better, got a little bit of wind and some snow there, but not only do you get better doing the uncomfortable things, but doing things every day, regardless of how you feel, starts becoming your normal. And that's when you start making that self-discipline and those self-habits like a part of your daily routine. And it's no longer something you have to think of and make yourself do. Now it's something you will automatically do. You will continue to do because it's what you do. And every single day, you'll be taking a step forward to make those things happen. I said this is actually a step in that. Like, I love the cold. That's the part that's been gone over. But so every single day, at the end of my shower in the morning, it's one of my non-negotiables. First thing, right out of bed, get in the shower, and I always finish it with a cold freezing part. Some days it's pretty quick, some days it goes longer, but I also tell myself the same thing every single time it happens. I tell myself it's time for the non-negotiables. Here we go. And I basically repeat non-negotiables as I turn that cold water up and turn the hot water off. And then I really want it to get better at being calm and focused and ready to go. And I keep repeating those things while I'm in the hot water. And then I add some positive energy to it. I laugh. I pretty much, I almost like cackle a little bit, like loving the hard, cold pain of the water that I'm putting myself in, because it actually feels so good to know that I'm the one doing it to myself and I'm the one under control. And I say it's like that mantra part of it becomes huge. I've been pairing that out, for example, with like a 10-minute walk at the end, and in that I'm basically spending the whole time repeating to myself just this handful of non-negotiable terms plus a few other terms about the type of person I'm trying to be. And so I said, making these things daily, treating them as non-negotiables, putting in the steps, and what you're doing is finally making the process the actual goal and the actual system. You're not just trying to hit a goal. You're not just thinking that you're going to get there by some certain date that you're trying to go. But once you make the daily process, once you make the work, the correct things that will get you where you want to go, once you make that a part of your daily process, then even when you achieve those goals, you can continue the process and continue to achieve higher ones and set higher ones. So your process won't stop just because you've achieved that goal. Instead, you continue to go, you continue to rise, you continue to do new great things. So I'm going to dunk myself in here because, I mean, it definitely feels like it's the right thing to do. But so just focus on those goals, make yourself non-negotiables, identify what really gets you where you want to go, and then make sure you do it every day. Focus on that rather than the goal itself, and find out how good you end up being. All right, guys, this is awesome.